folks? It's your boy, the one with the Scarface, your boy Scarface, and welcome back to another episode. I know I'm a little late on this episode. I was just in Mexico. As you can see, I still have the bracelet and everything too. So I was out in Puerto Vallarta. Amazing, beautiful. The only thing I don't like is the humidity. It's a no for me. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for always joining in new episodes, joining me, sitting here chatting with me. Shout out to everyone who comes over from TikTok. Now, if you guys want to continue supporting the podcast, please give us a thumbs up or a 5-star rating wherever you're at and give us a share. That's all I ask for. You guys will help the podcast tremendously. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to continue to help further than that, we also sell merchandise and a whole bunch of stuff. Hat pins, you name it, we sell it. All the link is in the description. So thank you guys. Thank you. But all I ask is just give us a thumbs up, 5-star review, and then just share it with some friends if it can relate to you. So, but anyways, today I actually wanted to talk about, because obviously from the previous episode, if you guys watched that episode, you guys found out that I do have a girlfriend now. So shout out to Ari. What's up, babe? She and you can clearly tell by the name of this title is that people come out of nowhere, right? So I think I've talked about certain things like this, but this is great. Like, this is why we're going to be able to have great conversations, great with her and I. You know, anytime she's in town, of course, we'll do a podcast episode for you guys, because a lot of people actually really liked, you know, her and I, that dynamic we have and stuff like that. So, and so now I have to figure out how I want to switch it up too, because like I obviously want to get, meaning like adding another camera. That way there's like a camera on me, camera on her, and then a wide camera or something like that. So, but people come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened here. Like, I wasn't looking to be in a relationship or anything like that. And she clearly said too, she wasn't looking to be in a relationship. And it just happened, right? I was like, I'm going to go to Arizona. I'm going to be doing my thing, you know, like hustling, grinding, and just continue with that. I was like, I don't need a girlfriend, this and that. But, you know, obviously the cards were dealt differently. And I'm not complaining at all, not one bit. And she'll tell you the same too, that she's not complaining at all. It just, you know, sometimes these things happen out of nowhere, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I've said it before, and I'm sure you guys are going to be able to relate, meaning like, or remember, I clearly said, stop looking for somebody, you know, and then eventually you're going to find the right person, you know. Just take some time for yourself, do your thing. And then eventually, you know, that person that's for you is going to pop into your life. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened. Stop looking for people and just start doing your thing, hustling, grinding. And then out of nowhere, you might meet the love of your life. or like the next person, the right person. She treats me great. I treat her amazing, you know, and couldn't ask for a better partner. Remember when I told you, like, I love somebody who clearly communicates. I need someone like to just like reassurance, always be flirty with me, and like just stuff like that. Experience life. We've gone to Mexico, we've gone to Vegas. Like, she's came here, I've gone there, and it's great. Like, the dynamic is great, and like we love being around each other, talking. The conversations are great in person and not in person. You know, and it's funny because our relationship is a little different than most people. The first, like, she made it clear day one, meaning like when we were first going to meet up, she's like, I'm going to fuck the shit out of you. Like, and she doesn't do this, right? But like, just our dynamic and how we were working out, she's like, I'm just letting you know, I'm going to fuck the shit out of you the first day. Like, we meet up. And I was like, shit, bet, let's do it. You know, and the first thing that we did when we first met for the first time is that we had a complete makeout session the first time. See, and this is why I think like you guys are gonna love, like the dynamic we're gonna bring, the stuff that we're gonna give you guys, because we're not afraid to talk about these things, and we're open to talk about these things. And so, and it didn't make me see her any other way either. I wasn't like, oh damn, she said that on the first date, like, or like that's what we're gonna do on the first date. No, I'm glad she was super clear. Like, shit, hell yeah, I wanted to hook up with her. Like, and we just hit it off ever since day one. Everything's been great. The the sex is amazing. The communication is amazing. We're amazing with each other. Um, she doesn't believe in that whole BS, like, oh, I can't triple text. No, like when I get busy and shit, she sends me a bunch of messages. She doesn't give a fuck if I don't respond until like I get to respond, but she knows I'm going to respond. Um and so it's just like things like that, instead of being like, oh, he's not paying attention to me. What is he doing? He's out doing something else. He's doing something different. He's not giving me any time. No, I give her time and she gives me her time too, because like she has kids too. So obviously that's her top priority right there, which again, I talk about it on the TikToks and stuff. That should be her first priority, her top priority is her kids. So, which it is. Like sometimes she's like, oh, I got to go do this because the kids, the kids, the kid. Like it's always the kids, which is super sexy. You know what I mean? Like she's pretty clear on that. There's some guys who would be like, no, I want some time for me. No. Now you have to know, like, if you're going to be dating a girl who has kids, their top priority is going to be the kids. Okay. And you should be okay with that, 1000%. Um, but I also came up with a list of like 10 reasons why, obviously, like I'm telling you this based off experience, why you should wait and just do your thing. And like the right person is eventually going to come. Sometimes that's the best way. And I've heard it time and time again, like, oh, they came out of nowhere. I'm sure you've heard that too. I wasn't looking for somebody and all of a sudden he or she showed up. Right. So the first reason I have it is because, one, you get to focus on yourself, and your self growth. When you stop searching, you have more time to work on yourself, improving your confidence and personal development. And I talked about this, like, after my last relationship, I just said I was going to be single for a while. I started hustling harder, focused on my business, social media, everything blew up, everything grew. And that was because instead of spending this time on some girl, I was spending this time on, my business, my social media, like all this. And it completely grew. And that's why I'm telling, like, if there's like some sort of side hustle, business, go back to school or something like that, you can do this when you're single and not in a relationship, because let's be honest, when you guys are in a relationship, that takes a lot of time because you have to invest your time. And then sometimes, depending on your partner, they're like, oh no, I don't want you to be doing this, doing that. Like it's like a big deal. Or the person that you're with right now doesn't want you to continue to grow. You don't need a second job, or you don't need a side hustle. You don't need to go back to school. Like, there are always those people. If somebody is like that you're with, that tells you that stuff, got to get out quick. Okay. So the number two that I have is you attract better energy. People are drawn to those who are secure and content with themselves. When you're not actively seeking, you're more authentic, which can attract the right person. And absolutely true. Like we've all been there, where you're trying to impress the other person. You're trying to do this, you act like this when that's really not you. Me with Ariana, I was just me. Like my jokes that I use, the things that I say, and she can clearly tell you, like, the way I am on camera is the way I'm, like, I talk to her off camera. It's not like, oh, hey guys, and then it'd be like, hello, hello, madame, how are you today? Oh, do not speak to me of those things. That is not very proper of you. Nothing like that. No, like I still joke around, have fun, like, and she loves it, and I love how she is too, because the way she is on her social media, if you haven't followed her, like that's how she is, So, but yeah, you're more your authentic self. You're not trying to be something you're not. It's because again, it's always like the keeping up with the Joneses, always trying to impress that person. You get these guys who lie about their career, what they're doing. Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then once you invest some time into this person, you're like, this dude lied completely about everything and he don't even have a car. Or just like things like that. So you definitely want to avoid people, like, it's hard to avoid because obviously sometimes there's great liars out there, right? But just focusing on yourself, that way you become who you are too, or you're more self-aware of who you are and what you want. Me, during these times, like 3 years that I was single, some BS would happen and I'd be like, I'm better off single. Like, I ain't gonna deal with that bullshit, But when you're like actively trying to start dating and date, you're like, you don't want to be alone. You haven't been alone for very long, so like that's not comfortable for you. So you need you need to make it work with this person because you don't want to be alone. You're not used to being. Nah. Now I was single for a little over 3 years, and I was good. Like some BS would happen, I'd just be like, fuck, like I'm better off single. I don't have to deal with this bullshit. And I was just being honest, Uh, and I know what I want from that person. Like if that person was obviously not couldn't give me what I needed, next. uh, the third one that we have is you avoid desperation. Constantly searching can lead to desperation, which can push people away. Letting go of the chase can help you come across the more relaxed and genuine. See, when you're more relaxed, genuine, again, it goes back to the previous one. You're more authentic. You can do things that you want to do, right? Well, not just do things that you want to do. You are the way you are. You don't have to be this fake person. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. You're just you. Uh, and you're not desperate for anybody. I was never desperate for anybody. If you made, of course, I say it all the time too. The guy should be putting more effort than the girl, but I also want a girl to put in effort. If I feel like I'm chasing you, have you ever like talked to somebody and like you constantly feel like you're chasing, very little acknowledgement, or like they don't appreciate, or they don't even give you the time of day? Yeah, won't be me, uh, because that won't be what I'm going to do. I'm not going. They don't know because they haven't given themselves to go through that lonely phase, that like, oh, like it'd be nice to have somebody right now phase. Like don't get me wrong, like when I was single, some certain things would happen. I'd be like, oh shit, it'd be dope to have somebody and go do this or go do that, or hang out during these times. uh Trust me, I was that guy, but also that would only last a little bit. I wasn't like, oh shit, I gotta find somebody because I feel like this. It would last a little bit, and then all of a sudden it'd be gone. I'd be like, see some like bullshit happen with some other people, and I'd be like, this is why I'm single. uh, but that's just like shit that happens, right? Uh, so never desperate. You learn to be by yourself. You learn how to do things by yourself. I would go on dates and stuff like that. I'm even thinking about going to the movies. Like even though I'm with Ariana, obviously she lives far away though, well, 3.5 hours. But I've been wanting to watch the Beetlejuice movie. I might just go by myself. Like I don't mind doing that at all. And I didn't mind doing that before. Or going out to eat somewhere, going to get food. I know the other day, like when I was here before I went to Mexico, I went to Chipotle and I just sat there by myself eating the food. No issue. In Mexico, like in one of the mornings, I went to go eat breakfast. I was sitting there by myself. They're like, "Oh, just you?" I'm like, "Yeah, just eating." Everybody was there with like people. I was just sitting there by myself, getting some work done on my phone and things like that. So, um, like I said, definitely not desperate for somebody's attention or validation or needing to be in a relationship. Yeah, hell no. You wouldn't see that from me. Maybe before. No, not even before. I've never been that type of person. I hate that whole chase thing. Like, oh, you have to chase me. You have to like. I'm gonna play hard to get. Yeah, play hard to get. You see me dip out. Like that's what you're gonna do. uh, the next one that we do have is you discover your true desires by not focusing on finding someone. You give yourself space to figure out what you truly want in a partner and in life. And that is true because I talked about that earlier. Like I've always said I wanted a girl who has great communication. Ariana has great communication, like the way we talk and talk about certain things. Hey, I'm gonna go do this. Hey, I'm gonna do this. Hey, just a heads up, this happened, and things like that. And I would hope I'm the same way, or she feels the same way. And I'm pretty sure she does. She's not here, so I can ask her, but I'm pretty sure she feels the same way. Uh, you know, and just like another big thing that I had was I wanted someone who wanted to experience things. Like I told her about Fuerza Regida. I'm like, hey, you should come with me. And she's like, let's do it. Instead of being like, oh no, like of course she had to make like certain plans to, take care, like have the kids babysit and things like that. And like, of course, I gave her plenty of time for that because I know why. She's a single mom, right? So you have to give them time. Uh, but she was down, like down to go. We went to Mexico, down to go. Like she came over here. She just out of nowhere wanted to be like, hey, I want to come surprise you because I want to come see you. Just drove down. She tried to surprise me. Listen to the last episode, and you'll find out how I knew she was coming. But It's just like things like that, like also reassurance, like I feel wanted from her. Like I feel like she wants me, and I would hope she feels the same, and I'm pretty sure I can say it's safe for me to say that she does feel the same, that I want her a lot too. So, uh, but you're gonna be able to find out like what you truly want, like before you kind of, especially when you're jumping from a relationship to a relationship, you really don't find out what you do and don't like because you don't give yourself time. You know what I mean? Like, uh, that's why a lot of people have that pattern, like the same type of person, same type of person, same type of. Take some damn time off. You know what I mean? Like, take some damn time off. Okay, and then that way you can just like recenter yourself, heal yourself a little bit, and then just be like, hey, I'm not gonna accept that bullshit anymore. And now, because some people aren't used to being single, so the next person that comes along is gonna treat them okay, but then they still have like a few red flags, and they're like, it should be fine. I'm in a relationship now, but then the same BS happens again, and that's because you didn't do that. You didn't give yourself enough time. So, uh, definitely take a little bit of time, learn what you truly desire, and it's gonna take time, and lessons. Take all the previous relationships you had before and learn from them. Like there's a lot of things from my previous relationships I will not accept anymore because I've dealt with it, and I definitely don't want to deal with it again. I've had the jealous ex, like fucking jealous about everything. Like holy shit, like it's like I told people how she was sometimes, and they think that I'm like not right. Or I'm just like lying. But it's legit what happened, and I'm just like, what the fuck, right? Uh, so that I learned what I did and didn't want. It doesn't matter how beautiful this person is. Like I remember I went out on a date with this girl. She was like, damn, like holy shit, how the fuck did I get that? I mean, I say that with Mariana right now, but uh, she likes me though. But with this girl at that time, right? I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like she's like super gorgeous. Maybe I wasn't super confident with myself at that time. Uh, the most boring person ever. Holy shit, I've never had a more boring date than that fucking one. And people were like, oh, maybe she wouldn't. No, I tried having the conversations. Like over text, we had great conversations. It seemed like she was very talkative, but in person, she was like super quiet, like this is and that. And then afterwards, she was like, oh, I had an amazing date. We should do it again. Like, what are you doing this week? And I was like, yeah, no, fuck that. Like that was the most boring shit I've ever fucking done. Like, hell no, I don't give a fuck. And come to find out, that's how she is. So because somebody else that I know went on a date with her, same fucking thing. That's why I was like, yeah, I was out. Yeah, but she's hot. I don't give a fuck if she's hot or not. Like, hell no, that shit was boring. Imagine me being with somebody who just quiet the whole time. So yeah, so no for me, dog. All right, the next one that I have, you become more open-minded without actively searching. You're more likely to give people a chance who you may not have, or whom you may have overlooked, leading to unexpected, meaningful connections. And I think that does happen too. Like there's a bunch of great guys out there. It just a lot of the times they get overlooked by y'all because they're being great, but you for some reason want something different. You want somebody to treat you bad. And sometimes it's true what they say, nice guys finish last, right? And trust me, I've been there too. I've been super nice and I've been like given the fucking short stick. But you learn from it. You learn from it, and you learn like there's other people out there. I always said I like dark haired Latina. Obviously, she dyed her hair now, but even with the blonde hair, I was like, yeah, she looks good. You're more open minded instead of being like, nope, not dark hair. I'm gone. uh, you become more open minded. Maybe you'll start talking to somebody that you wouldn't normally talk to. You know what I mean? Like maybe there was somebody you're somewhat attracted to, but you really never gave this person that time of day. But then you finally started talking to them, and you realize they're fucking amazing, right? You never know. So that's why, like, give yourself a little bit of time, and you never know what you might find out there. A little bit more open mindedness, maybe. Give that person a chance. Only if you're attracted to them. I always say you have to be attracted to them. If there's no attraction there, don't give them the time of day, obviously, because you don't want to be with someone that you're not attracted to. Definitely don't do that. The next one that I have is you increase self-awareness. When you're not consumed by finding someone, you become more aware of your own needs, strengths, and areas for improvement, which leads to healthier relationships. And I could not agree with that more because, there was a lot of things that I would struggle with in previous relationships, and I still kind of struggle now. And that's something, I've communicated to Ariana, and it just from like previous relationships, they kind of like make you feel a certain type, or they like traumatize you in a certain way, right? And everybody's trauma is a little bit different, right? But but you also learn like, hey, I'm not gonna accept this, I'm not gonna do this, or this is where I fucked up. That's why I'm able to talk to you guys. I'm like, hey, in a previous relationship, I did this, and I know for a fact that's where I fucked up, right? Or I did this, I should have done this. At that time, I was saying this. Like when I talk about my ex and how I cheated on her, I do air quotes, because I was with her, but I was talking to another girl on Facebook. At that time, I said it wasn't cheating, but now I look back at it and now I'm just like, yeah, that's cheating, because I would have definitely said she was cheating. You know what I mean? If I caught her. Um, so that's why, like, it's you start learning. You're like, I kind of fucked up there, or maybe I should have, been more compromising here or done this. Like, I know my ex, the one I was with for a while, like one big issue that I had, something I really don't talk about, is that at that time I was playing a lot of video games, and at that time I was just doing whatever. Right, video games was the thing. I would play a lot of video games, and she didn't like that, and I would um just keep playing, even though she was complaining, keep playing and do my thing. Sometimes play super late into the night, and like she would go to bed. Obviously, I wasn't in the bed because I was out playing, in the other room or something like that. So it was like an issue. And at that time, I'm like, I'm just playing video games. I'm not out partying in this. And I understand, the quality time um, that she was talking about at the time. But this is like, you become self-aware. At the time I was like, the fuck you get mad over that? Like, what, like, why is that a problem? Like, there was a bunch of, like, we would both work on our laptops and like and watch TV, like we were working on our laptops. I thought that was spending time together, but according to her, it wasn't spending time together. But then I learned that that's not something she wanted, just like her and I time. But at the time I was like, we're here in the same fucking room. You know what I mean? But again, become a little bit more self-aware. You start figuring these things out, and you're like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that, or maybe I see where she was coming from. My bad, I kind of fucked up. But you learn, and I'm talking about every little relationship. You learn good and bad things, what you will and will not accept. I had an ex who she was like super rude and aggressive, and never again. Like with someone like that, like sometimes she would say some disrespectful shit to people. Yeah, definitely no. You don't want somebody like that who's super disrespectful, because I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, why are you talking to him like that? Like, what the fuck? So, because I always love people getting treated equally, right? Don't degrade somebody. Don't like, another issue that I have is like when people work, like they have a job, right? Say you have a job, right? And your job, I mean, obviously a lot of you guys have jobs, but say they tell you, hey, this is what you're supposed to do, or you're fired. And so they do that, but then like people get mad because they're like, oh, well, what, you can just be lenient with me, but they're like, sorry, no, I can't, because why? Because I'll lose my fucking job. They don't tell you that, but they'll be like, I'm told strictly to do this, and I'm sorry. And then they get mad at them, but then I'm more understanding like that, and there's other people who are like, no, that's fucking stupid, you can be lenient. No, they're clearly being told by somebody else, this is how it's got to be, or guess what, you get fired. So why am I going to be lenient for you when you're not going to be like, what happens if I get fired? You're not going to hire me. You know what I mean? So, uh, but this is all becoming a little bit self-aware. Like, all, again, how I talked about it, being self-aware, which is huge. I started learning things, like, especially with the podcast, I started talking about certain situations and how I'm like, oh damn, like I kind of like now saying it out loud, I can tell I kind of fucked up. Or even having conversations with Ariana, like back and forth, I can see like, oh shit, I kind of fucked. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't say it like that. Maybe I shouldn't do this, because we talk about a lot of things. So, and I started learning what, obviously I shouldn't be saying and should be saying, or like self-aware of my flaws. Of course, I still have flaws. Everybody has flaws, but you learn how to like notice them, try to fix them, compromise them, or compromise with that other person with them, and let them know like this is kind of an issue I've been having, or something like that, again, I never expect anybody to be perfect. I'm not perfect. So that's why I always say, like, be self-aware, know your flaws, and know you're trying to work on certain things. Because I'm always working on something. I'm not perfect, right? And neither nobody's perfect. 8, you avoid settling. The pressure to find someone can lead to settling for less than you deserve. When you stop searching, you're more likely to hold out for the right person. Absolutely. See, like, some people are dealing with people who treat them like shit. And that's just taking them longer to find the person who's actually going to treat them great because they're spending this time with this person who treats them like shit. So that's why, and also avoid settling. Like, I know a few people, of course, they won't say it. They got a little bit older and they're just like, fuck, I need to find somebody, this person. May not be the right person. I know someone who did that, constantly fighting, arguing, yada, 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 end up getting divorced because they ended up getting married. But that was just because it was, I feel like this person was like, I'm getting a little bit older. Maybe I should settle. Me, I don't give a fuck. I would have been single for the longest time. Like, I wasn't going to settle until I found the right person to settle with. Okay. So never settle, never. And you'll learn that, especially you'll start learning again while you're in this journey of being single for a little bit, more about you, what you're not going to take, not the BS you're going to take anymore. You'll be like, hell no, I was way more happier by myself. Bye. You enjoy the present moment instead of focusing on the future or a relationship. You can live more fully in present, which often makes you more attractive to others. Absolutely. And, sometimes, like, say you're going through a tough relationship. Yeah, you're upset, angry, maybe crying and things like that. But when you know what you want, you're happy being single, you're healed, and you're doing great things on your own, you're not gonna deal with a lot of people BS, and people can see that, be like, oh shit, like why is this dude so happy? Or like, it also, people see it in like beginning of a relationship. They're like, why do they look so happy? Like, I want that. Uh, but same when you're like been single for so long. Like, I was single for, like I said, the longest time, and I was good. I didn't have to be like, oh, like I wasn't upset at things. Girls weren't making me upset. Like, I was just doing my thing, living my life, doing the things what I wanted to do, travel whenever I wanted to go. I didn't have to report to nobody. And I got to do whatever I want. I still can, but it's a little different now. So, babe, it's a little different now. Obviously, there's somebody else that you have to think about, their feelings that you have to think about, and why be with somebody if you didn't want to travel with them? You see what I did there? I got you, girl. um, and the last one that we have is the right person comes naturally. When you're no longer searching, the right person can often enter your life unexpectedly, without the stress of looking for them. They're drawn to you for your content. They're drawn to you for your content. What the fuck did I spell? They're drawn to you. Basically, they're drawn to you and how you are as a person and your self assurance. Like, they know what you want. They know what they're like. This dude knows what he wants. He's not gonna settle for less. Hopefully, I'm that person for them. Like, and your confidence goes through the roof. Like, that's something that for me, that my confidence went through the roof, knowing when I wanted, and like, because I could easily, like, if I just went on a date with a girl and it happened, like, I'm like, nah. Why? Because I was like, I didn't like this or this, or they did this, and I'm just like, I'm better off single. And other people will be like, damn, you just like stop talking to her. I'm like, yeah. Obviously it's not the right person for me. So it's just things like that you start learning. You just start learning, and then you learn a lot about yourself. I'm constantly learning new things about me, new things about me, new things about me all the time. The more I do these podcasts, the more I have conversations with people, the more I talk, the more these TikTok questions come in, because then I'm like, oh shit. Because you know how you forget certain shit until like something sparks that memory again? You have a whole bunch of memories, it's like a file system, right? They're all in there. Because like something will happen and all of a sudden out of nowhere, you're just like, oh yeah, like that happened. Oh yeah, that happened, or oh shit. Like that happened the other day when I was talking to a buddy, like maybe a few months ago. But he talked about this past experience we had, and he's like, oh, do you remember when this happened? And I was like, that happened? And then he started explaining a little bit. I'm like, oh shit, that did happen, and so but anyways, like, this whole podcast was just to stop searching for somebody. You know what I mean? Like, stop searching for that person, focus more on you. And then that person is going to come into your life when you least expect it, right? And that's what happened to me. It's what happened to a lot of people that I know, or quite a few people, which is fucking weird. Like I would always say it, but then sometimes you think about it, you're like, really? But then it actually happens. um, and I'm sure she appreciates how I am now compared to how I would have been. Like, say I would have started talking to her like 2 or 3 weeks after my last relationship, right? I probably would have been a whole different person. But now, solid 3 years of just me grinding, focusing on me, focusing on my business, focusing on the social media, like everything was able to grow. I know what I want. I know my flaws. I've been working on my flaws and just working on a lot of like a lot of self-development books, a lot of like self-help books, a lot of just like regular books, all this stuff. And now hopefully she's able to get the best version of me, right? That's the plan, right? And I think she has been getting the best version of me. I want to do things for her. Like I said before, if a guy wants to, he will. Um, and so that's why, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I feel like uh, this person is probably the right person, because I want to do these things for her. I want to like see her. I want to do like, we're making future plans, and not just like, oh, we went on a date and like we'll see when we hang out again. No, now it's like she asked for my schedule, like, because I've been traveling quite a bit and still got to travel quite a bit, and she's in the process of moving, so we just try to align where we can. So it's just like little things like that, but we're trying, instead of like some people who you're like, does this person even like me? But anyways, I want to thank you guys for always tuning in. I know this episode came out a little late just because I got back from Mexico today. Today is Monday. Monday's usually when the episodes come out, but I was like, fuck, another week. Like I can't have, because we were in Mexico since Wednesday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday last week is when we left. And so I've been in Mexico this whole time. No chance to record a podcast. We finally got back today. Tomorrow, gonna get back to work, like edit some stuff, but then we leave on Wednesday to Chicago. So that's what I'm saying, like traveling quite a bit, but I'll be back on Saturday and be able to record a episode by Monday for you guys. So anyways, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Like the video, a little bit harder right now with my traveling schedule. And hopefully we get Ariana on a lot more episodes. She's totally down to come and talk with me and be on the episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.